So let's talk about Valentine's Day. Hey Taurus, February 14th is Valentine's Day, and it's one of the most anticipated or dreaded days of the year, depending on who you ask, right? Are you a romantic or a realist? We're going to check in with the astro weather for Valentine's Day and see what the stars have in store for you. Now, I want to just get into the fact that Valentine's Day is on during Aquarius season, which is crazy. Hey, Mika, I haven't seen you forever. That's crazy to me, but I've come to the conclusion because, Aquarius is a detached sign. It's not known for its warm and fuzzy displays of affection. It's more detached and unattached, okay? So I think that Valentine's Day is really supposed to be more about friendship love, because think back to kindergarten, elementary school, we would bring in all those Valentines. Everybody got one. Nobody was left out. Even the weird kid that ate glue got a Valentine, and everyone was happy, right? You had to bring one for everyone in the class or you couldn't participate. So those are the vibes. I think that there's something special about friendship love. It's a different kind of energy from romantic love. You might even be in a relationship with a friend way longer, you likely will, than a romantic relationship. So I find this is a good day to celebrate your platonic relationships. Show your bestie, your day one, a little adoration and admiration, okay? All right. Oh, you might have Venus in Pisces if you're an Aquarius that is more affectionate. I'm like, maybe that's it. Yeah, I'm a hopeless romantic with a Venus in Pisces, but then I'm also like, romantic love is not realistic, right? It was literally, hey, the modern quaint created to sell us products. Hey, Bree, right? Like the chocolates, the flowers, the Hallmark cards. They're going to be making so much money. This is like my Uranus coming out in the 7th house. Okay. I'm like, they're making so much money off of us. And that's why I always go the next day and buy all the candy discounted, because I do love candy. Okay, let's get into Valentine's Day and what's happening. The sun rises at 7:25 on Valentine's Day a.m. on the East Coast, and the moon is in Aries at 28 degrees. All right. Yikes. Okay, the moon in Aries already is spicy. It's forming a square to Venus in Capricorn. A square is a 90-degree angle between two planets. Think squaring up for a fight. Okay, so the day begins a little bumpy. You may be even a little grumpy. All right, have a little bit of an attitude. The moon in Aries, like I said, it's already spicy. The square adds a little extra hot sauce. Throw it on there, okay? The moon is our emotions. Venus is our relationships. So there could be friction between how we feel and what we value, particularly when it comes to our relationships. The moon in Aries is also squaring Mars at 0 degrees Aquarius, right? Mars has just gone into Aquarius. More friction. Mars is ambition, it's drive, it's passion. The moon, again, is emotions. So the feelings are feeling. You may feel a little aggy and irritable, quick to react emotionally and physically, because Mars can be fighting. Let's not forget that Mars is in a conjunction with Pluto. I'm just going to be honest. Pluto and Mars are the main characters of Valentine's Day, and that's not a good thing. And Venus, we throw Venus in there too, okay? But I'm not going to say, I shouldn't say that's not a good thing. The energy is very intense, right? Mars is in a conjunction. What does that mean? It's in a kiss. It's not and Mars is aggression. Pluto is power. I did just begin. I haven't done the horoscopes. So it's giving power struggles and ego battles. To be honest, I don't know how else to explain that, because that's really what Pluto is, right? It can also bring obsession and wanting to have one up on somebody else. Yes, on Valentine's Day, right? And then Pluto also, right? So Pluto's at 0 degrees, so it's making a conjunction with Venus. So it's an out of sign conjunction, but it's still conjunct. And that's another kiss. It's not a sweet one again, right? So it's like I was talking about don't stalk your ex vibes, because every time Pluto and Venus meet up, it feels like you might go on TikTok and like see what your ex not TikTok, Instagram, sorry, because your ex would not be on TikTok posting. On Instagram and be like, okay, are they posting? Are they out on Valentine's Day? Their new boo or new bae. Don't worry, they're getting uglier. You do not need to go check their profile, okay? That's my gift to you. But remember that Mars is also forming a conjunction to Venus. This is passionate, and aggressive energy. That's why I'm like passion, pleasure, and pain, right? So it just depends on the dynamics of your relationship. It could be effing, it could be fighting. We don't know. It could go either way. It's a mixed bag. Now, the moon goes void for like 5 hours, so 5:21 EST, 2:21 PST. My West Coasters are lucky. They're going to be sleeping through most of this. The moon void, quick astro lesson, is when the moon is not making any aspect in the sky. So the last aspect the moon makes is a square to Venus, and then it goes void until it enters Taurus at 10:02 a.m. EST, and that's 7:02 a.m. PST. Now, I personally like to do anything when the moon is void, but it's not void the whole day, so we're okay. But, you know, I just like to chill out. Unless I don't want anything to come of it, it's a good day to file your taxes or do something that you've been dreading doing and you're kind of scared about. You don't want a negative outcome, you know. So kind of chill out, relax. The moon enters Taurus, and then it's kind of nice, but then remember, Pluto and Mars are in Aquarius. So as soon as the moon enters Taurus, it's feeling all yummy. Let's eat the good food. Let's be Venusian. But it's squaring Mars and Pluto until early evening on the East Coast and early afternoon on the West Coast, all right? Because, you know, the moon travels pretty fast. So it squares those planets and then it kind of moves on. It's, again, an out of the sign square, right? Yes. No. We felt this energy before in the morning because the moon was in Aries, and that was the out of sign square. I'm talking about the general vibes. Thank you, the modern quaint. I haven't gotten into the horoscopes yet. One thing I do like about the moon squaring Pluto, and I know this sounds crazy, but it's like a litmus test for your emotions. You can see like what is coming up for me. Like, what are these dark feelings that I'm having? Is it anger? Is it rage? Is it obsession? Is it like, you know, I want to kill somebody? That's very, on the high end, low end, whatever. You can kind of see where you need to have healing occur in your life, where you're holding on to emotions that are less than positive, right? Less than high vibe. Now, I'd like to say the moon square Mars, passion, arguments, okay, aggression, maybe just chill on Valentine's Day, go out the day after. I really hate how they just jack up the price of everything on Valentine's Day anyway. Mercury in Aquarius is also square to Uranus and Taurus. So you could be a little prone to overthinking and also wanting to express your feelings and your opinions. And you may get indignant trying to get your point of view across. Now, this aspect can be a little challenging for your nervous system. So keep that in mind as you're like moving through the day. Like you might find yourself upset over something, but try to go with the flow. That's like the whole vibe of Valentine's Day. There are some sweet spots. The moon conjunction to Jupiter and Taurus, it's giving good food and cuddle vibes. But keep in mind, Jupiter grows whatever it touches. So if your energy is kind of like sour from the rest of the transits, it may kind of spoil a bit of the Valentine vibes. Jupiter in Taurus is also sextile to Saturn in Pisces. Saturn is hard work and maturity, and Jupiter is hope and growth. So there's a nice balance between like optimism and discipline. It's giving like work hard, play hard vibes. Venus is also sextile Neptune. I love this. This is very romantic energy. It's love with a dash of delusion, okay? I think a lot of the other transits, again, will kind of overpower this energy, but I love this if you want to create art, meditate, practice mindfulness, do some yoga, right? If you're just like, F Valentine's Day, I'm just going to lean into some self-care. I like that. Remember, sextiles are subtle energy, so you have to tap into it, and it may be hard to reach with all the Venus, Mars, and Pluto energy. All right, let's get into the horoscopes. Sorry, you guys, I have like a green bean in my mouth or something. It's very gross. Okay. We're going to start with Aries and go through to Pisces. All right, we're going in the order of the signs. All right, Aries. You're likely feeling more platonic than romantic on V-Day, Rams. With your ruling planet Mars in your house of friendship, your focus is on your pals. It's a good time to gather your favorite guys and gals for a Galentine's/Malentine's Day celebration. Maybe that cutie from your beach cleanup meeting has a crush on you and you two could bond over saving the environment. That sounds very nice. With the South Node in Venus-ruled Libra in your house of partnerships, don't be surprised if an ex pops back up with roses and chocolate. Pause before you hit unblock. The universe may be testing you to see if you've learned the love lesson. Aries affirmation for Valentine's Day. I am grateful for friends who appreciate and accept me for who I am. Okay. Taurus. No romance without finance for you, Taurus. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Venus, your ruling planet, is an ambitious Capricorn, and you may be more focused on your career and securing the bag these days. If you have a crush on that hottie from accounting, make sure to weigh the pros and cons of an office romance before shooting your shot. Yeah, that could be tricky. Uranus, the planet of shocks and surprises in your sign, is shaking things up, and this could include your love life too. Be open to meeting new people and having new experiences. Don't work so hard you forget to have fun. Taurus affirmation for Valentine's Day. I am ready to leave my comfort zone and date someone new. I love that for you, Taurus. Gemini, break out the passport and go get your Valentine. Pull up on your crush across the pond and be the star of your very own rom-com. Maybe you aren't interested in catching a flight to snag a beau or belle, and that's okay too. Be your own Valentine. With your ruling planet Mercury in your house of beliefs, you're ready to stretch your mind. Turn your devotion to spiritual studies or learning about something that you feel drawn to. Knowledge is your passion, and it's time to reconnect with your love for learning. Fall in love with your curiosity again. Gemini affirmation for Valentine's Day. I love gaining knowledge and stepping into new worlds. I love that. I would definitely pull up on a crush overseas. Sorry. Okay. Cancer. There's no they love me not for you, Cancer, this Valentine's Day. You need to know that your Valentine feels strong and deep emotions for you. If your sweetie has one foot out the door, they're likely to be released from your life. This is a period where you need to know that love bond is strong. Can you be open with your partner and vulnerable? Do they encourage you to be vulnerable? Or are you dealing with someone who brings out your low vibe and shadow behavior? Your ruling planet, the moon, is moving through your house of friendship, so it's okay to make this day about honoring your homies. Friendship love deserves to be honored too. Cancer affirmation for Valentine's Day. I am deserving of love and affection. Yes, you are, Cancer. Leo, the V-Day focus is on your relationships, which is on brand because Valentine's Day is all about love connections. Your chart ruler, the sun, is shining in your house of partnerships, so the emphasis is on how you relate to others. It's okay to share the spotlight. Love is give and take. It can't be all about you. Some less than charming behaviors may arise with assertive Mars and powerful Pluto transiting your house of partnerships. Mars brings attention, but it also brings arguments. So there could be a dispute with a loved one that pops off some drama. Take the high road. You won't regret it, Leo. I love when people say that, when you really want to go low. Leo affirmation for Valentine's Day. My heart is open to giving and receiving love. Okay, Virgo. Ooh, Virgo. Lucky you, Virgo. Venus, the planet of love, is transiting your house of romance. There may be an admirer out there waiting to take you out. If you aren't feeling up for a date, tap into a hobby and fall in love with sewing or scrapbooking once again. While you may feel like your focus is on work right now, work, you need to make time for play. You are the hardest working sign of the Zodiac. You deserve some joy in your life. What makes you happy and brings you pleasure? This doesn't have to be in a sensual manner, but what makes your inner child squeal with joy? It's time to reconnect with an activity that rekindles the passion in your life. Virgo affirmation for Valentine's Day. I love expressing myself creatively. I love that for you, Virgo. Okay. Happy birthday, Ebony. Libra. Venus, your ruling planet, is in Capricorn and in your house of home and family. While Venus is in Capricorn, It isn't the most romantic sign. This is a period where you're likely thinking about your finances, particularly your family's security and stability. Home is literally where the heart is on V-Day. So show your kinfolk some love. That's so country, but okay. This isn't to say romance isn't a possibility for you, Libra. There could be an ex spinning the block or a secret admirer that pops up to confess their love. Remember, the South Node is in Libra, and you are releasing old relationship patterns. A reappearance doesn't need to be a reconnection. That is my favorite thing to say, but it's for real. Libra affirmation for Valentine's Day. I feel loved by my family. And you are, Libra. I love my Libras. Scorpio. It's your holiday, Scorpio. It's likely you were conceived around or even on Valentine's Day. Speaking of your roots, your co-ruler Pluto is transiting your house of home and family. So family is the main character in your life right now. You may be more about familial love than romantic love this Valentine's Day. Or there could be some family drama, Pluto. This isn't to say that you don't have some lovers waiting in the wings to wine and dine you with a fixed price menu. You know I hate that. Keep in mind that emotions may run high in your relationships with Jupiter, the moon, and Uranus in your house of partnerships. That feels very chaotic. You might not feel very lovey-dovey on V-Day, and that's okay. Scorpio affirmation for Valentine's Day. I own my emotions so they don't own me. Sagittarius. Your everyday life may feel busier than usual, and Valentine's Day is no different. You're crushing on the innovative thoughts and ideas coming to you, right? Not a person. You're ready to drop that podcast or launch that blog. The group chat is popping, and a text from an old friend could lead you to hang out with pals instead of making the day about romance. You're down to catch up with your crew, but love isn't off the table, Saggies. There may be a special someone that feels like you guys were meant for each other who enters your life. But with your ruling planet Jupiter in your house of habits, you may be focused more on self-improvement and development. Sagittarius affirmation for Valentine's Day. I open myself up to the adventure of love, because we all know Sagittarius. They run from feelings. That's okay. We love you. Capricorn. Yay. Gang, gang. Venus is in your sign, Cappies. Secure the bag. Okay. While you may be thinking more about your financial forecast than your romantic future, it's okay to make time for love too. Why not show some love to yourself? Book a spa treatment or massage, get a haircut, or buy yourself a new fit. The most important relationship you have is with yourself. So pour into you, boo. Your ruler Saturn is in your house of communication, so you may feel a little tongue-tied when it comes to expressing your feelings to your beloved. Love is likely to feel more serious this V-Day, but when doesn't it for you, Cappies? Capricorn affirmation for Valentine's Day. I will cherish my relationship with myself. Yes. Aquarius, happy birthday. A secret lover may pop up on the scene for Valentine's Day with Venus in your house of secrets. It's okay if you want to keep your love life on the low, but don't let a romantic partner convince you that you need to stay hidden from the world if that isn't what you really want. If you're single, turn your swag on. It's your season. And all eyes are on you, Aquas. Mars is in your sign, so you're likely to attract some fans. Venus will enter your sign shortly after, giving your love life and hopefully that bank account a boost. Let's go, Aquarius. You're popular right now. You're popping. So use that attention to your advantage. Put yourself out there. Aquarius affirmation for Valentine's Day. I am deeply loved by the people around me. Yes. Okay, yes, yes, Bree, get into it. Pisces. Pisces, you may feel like chilling on V-Day. Put that phone on D&D. Who just said that earlier? Take a bath and decompress from it all. This sounds amazing. The month before your birthday season may feel kind of hectic, and you need to recharge those batteries. Rest, relax, and reboot. A Valentine's Day sound bath or infrared sauna session may be just what you need. Don't feel pressured to go out on Valentine's if your heart isn't in it. Your lover will understand, or if they don't, okay. With your ruling planet Neptune in your house of self, you may feel more dreamy and spiritual during this time. You may even feel lower in energy, so don't be afraid to cancel plans. Protect your energy. Pisces affirmation for Valentine's Day. I am at peace with myself. Bye. Thank you for joining me.